e-book or physical book. You may be surprised to hear that for most, old school print on paper still wins, despite digital media having disrupted many other industries. 67% of Americans had read a physical book in 2017, but only 26% had read an e-book. So why do people still prefer print over the convenience of reading on a smartphone, Kindle or Kobo? You might think that electronic books, more commonly known as e-books, are relatively new, but an initiative called Project Gutenberg claims to have started them all the way back in 1971. Today, it still publishes books online, focusing on older works where the American copyright has expired, so it can offer them for free. The modern e-book came around in 2007 when Amazon launched its Kindle in New York. It went on sale for $399 and was reported to have sold out in just 5.5 hours. By 2010, Amazon announced it was selling more e-books than hardcover printed books. At the time, many questioned the future of hardcovers and their relevance in the digital age. While the Kindle popularised e-books, the book industry is still dominated by physical versions. I met up with Merrill Halls, Managing Director of the Booksellers Association, to learn why.
Print's been incredibly resilient, actually. I think the e-book bubble has burst somewhat, the sales are flattening off. I think the physical object is very appealing, so the cover designs are often gorgeous, they're beautiful objects. The book lover loves to have a record of what they've read, and it's about signalling to the rest of the world. It's about decorating your home.
In 2018, more than 2.7 billion books in all formats were sold in the US for an estimated net revenue of almost $26 billion for publishers. And that's just the value of all books directly sold by publishers to retailers. Of that amount, around $22 billion worth were printed books, $2 billion were e-books, and $1.2 billion were audiobooks. In the UK the same year, publishers' sales of printed and e-books topped $8 billion. With printed books taking 4.5 billion of that.
Cookbooks they're having a resurgence. Nature writing and nature books are doing incredibly well. And I think it's partly the sort of political landscape. People are looking for escape, but they're also looking for information. It's harder to have an emotional relationship with what you're reading if it's on an e-reader.
It's obviously cheaper to produce e-books than print copies. But the number of printed books sold by publishers to retailers in the US and UK also outstrips the number of downloaded books. Even the kind of books people like to read in print versus on an e-reader varies. In the UK, readers prefer fiction categories like crime, thriller and romance on their e-readers, but children's books are still dominated by print. High-profile launches like Three Women and, of course, the 50 Shades of Grey franchise have also boosted print sales. But one study revealed that readers found it harder to recall the plot details of a short mystery story when they read it on a Kindle, compared to those who read the same story in a paperback book.
E-books really, a lot of innovation had started in the academic area of publishing, and then of course they came into trade publishing. And I believe started off with romantic fiction and sort of possibly slightly erotic fiction, because marvellous that you could read that in public, totally anonymously.